Hello learners, I am Gauresh Veli, Assistant Professor in History at Ganpat Pasekar College of Education. Today we are going to discuss about module number 6 under this course, that is toddy tappers or rendies. Outline. First we will see introduction, then tools and attire, process, the usage of feni and toddy, challenges faced by toddy tappers, scope and government policies, conclusion and references. In the beginning, toddy tapping has been one of the primary occupations of the villagers in Goa in olden days. But in today's world, we see rare people who are practice this occupation. This may be due to the education or due to the advancement of technology. Toddy tapping is still practiced today in some villages. The toddy tappers are men and they are found mostly in coastal areas where the coconut trees are in abundance. Tools and attire. Traditionally, toddy tappers carry a crescent-shaped blade, locally called katti, a small earthen pot to directly collect toddy from the tree and an elongated oblong vessel to store the toddy. In the olden days, the toddy tappers normally dressed in a loin cloth. This traditional attire is typical to the profession of toddy tapping. Over time, the traditional style of dressing of toddy tappers has changed and currently they wear a pair of short pants and a t-shirt while tapping toddy. Toddy tappers are commonly known as rendir in Goa. A toddy tapper performs the job thrice a day on each tree, morning, afternoon and evening. In the morning and in evening, the vein of the tree at its top is open and the sap slowly drains into attached clay pot or plastic jug. During the afternoon heat, the toddy tapper climbs the trees and closes the opening so that the tree has time to recover its lost fluids. He climbs the trees using footsteps carved in the trunk and supports himself once in the tree tops by the base of the palm leaves. For 3 consecutive days, enough sur is collected from the coconut trees to fill up a large jug. Once enough sur is collected, it is then subjected to a process which results in the production of coconut feni, a distilled drink with a high percentage of alcohol. Only experienced people in climbing trees become toddy tappers. In this slide, you can see the picture that toddy tapper is climbing on the coconut tree. Now we will discuss about the process. Toddy tapping is income generating business from many of the toddy tappers families. Preparing sur, that is sap, is primary work, whereas extracting alcohol, coconut feni, is a secondary work. Early morning and evening he collects the sur from the cut flower of the coconut tree. The sur is very sweet and non-alcoholic to drink. The sur is distilled into liquor called madacho soro and also vinegar is prepared from the sur. In Goa, sur of the coconut tree is distilled into liquor. Toddy tapper collects the sap usually early in the morning. He collects it in earthen pot called damon. The color of the sap is milkish white and sweet to drink when it is raw. The extracted sap is then stored in a container for fermentation. After the fermentation, he puts the fermented sap in big copper pot called bhan. In this picture, you can see the bhan. Early in the morning, he seals the bhan's mouth with a damon and puts the bandage on cloth with a mixture of sand at the joints. He then puts up the fire under the copper pot, that is bhan. Few hours, there is the steam inside the bhan which goes through the pipe, falls as liquor in the gallon. After he puts the liquor in one bottle and put the After he put the liquor in one bottle and put the refractometer and hydrometer, and measures the degree of liquor, and when it is reaches at 18 degrees Celsius, he stops the fire and opens the sealed damon by putting water on it. So the liquor is ready. The result of this distillation is known as coconut feni, that is Madacha Soro, and is a popular drink throughout Goa. According to the excise law in Goa, toddy tappers has to furnish details of number of trees along with the no objection certificate from the landlord. The entire process lasts from 4 to 6 days depending on the weather conditions and is arrested by the monsoon. The toddy tapper doesn't get holiday as his work is carried out throughout the year and he has to do his job in all the seasons whether it is raining or not. Nowadays, we hardly find few toddy tappers in Goa as it is a very life-threatening job. Now we discuss about the usage of feni and toddy. The sep is used for making the Goan popular sannath. The sep is in great demand during festive season. Feni is used for a number of medicinal practices. In Goa, it is used as a home remedy for the treatment of various sickness. It is used as a disinfectant to treat cuts and bruises. When feni is poured on a wound or cut, it creates a stinging sensation which helps healing as well as blood coagulation. As an anti-flatulent, feni is used to treat stomach disorder. It is applied on the belly of a person in order to stop loose motions. Similarly, colds and fevers are treated with feni. Feni is also consumed as an appetizer before meals by senior citizens who consume it before lunch and dinner in very small quantities. It also helps as a sedative. The consumption of feni is more prevalent among Catholics rather than Hindus. In the past, feni was also served at different celebrations by families. Varieties of flavored feni were distilled. This was done by adding ginger, guava, orange peels to the fermented toddy during distillation. Though feni is used practically as a synonym for Goa, it doesn't find much place in Goan society. Those who have moved up the social ladder tend to shun drinking feni. It is not preferred due to the availability of IMFL, Indian made foreign liquor, and other foreign alcoholic drinks. Industrialization in Goa resulted in the setting up of many alcohol manufacturing units producing IMFL. Thus, toddy-based feni distilled in the traditional manner is diminishing. Vinegar prepared from coconut toddy is used in many food preparations. In Catholic cuisine, a majority of the pork and beef dishes demand the use of vinegar as a souring agent. Vinegar is said to give these dishes a distinct taste which cannot be attained by the use of other agents like lime or tamarind. Vinegar is also used as a preservative for meat, fish and vegetables pickle. Earlier, toddy was popularly used in the preparation of bread by the Goan bakers in the absence of yeast. In this slide, we will discuss about challenges faced by toddy tappers. Toddy tapping in Goa is on a steady decline because of the risk to life and lack of daily remuneration. Toddy tapping is an occupation which involves timely process that have to be followed according to procedure despite family or medical emergencies. During emergencies, a substitute has to be arranged to carry out this process. Thus, good health and physical strength are an essential part of the occupation. The biggest risk associated with the toddy tapping occupation is the height of the coconut trees that have to be climbed in order to tap the toddy. These coconut trees are around 5 to 8 meters tall and are climbed by stepping on grooves cut into the trunk of the tree without any other protective equipment. Climbing these coconut trees during the monsoon season involves a lot of risk, especially when moss grows on the trees, make them slippery to climb. Moreover, during this season, the tree sways with the heavy flurries of wind. There have been innumerable cases of deaths of toddy tapir due to their falling off from coconut trees from such great heights. In some cases, toddy tapirs have been crippled. Apart from this, tremendous pressure is exerted on the cartilage of the knee joint due to continuous climbing, causing orthopedic problems and eventually making it unbearable and impossible for toddy tapirs to climb coconut trees. Such circumstances make families involved in this occupation face socio-economic crisis. Many dangers are also faced by toddy tapirs during the distillation process. If the sealing process is not done carefully, fermented toddy can dribble out and come in contact with the flames during the heating process, which could cause an explosion. If the pot used for the distillation process develops a crack, fermented toddy can ooze out, causing an explosion. The distillation process becomes more dangerous if the toddy tapir adulterates is produced by mixing it with sugar and jaggery. The melted sugar or jaggery can seep out through the huge porous earthen pot and come in contact with the flames beneath the pot, thereby causing an explosion. The youth presently do not want to take up this occupation due to the large number of hurdles and intricacies involved in the toddy tapping occupation, coupled with the inflexible work routine. Apart from this, there is a stigma attached to the occupation as toddy tapir feature on the lower spectrum of the caste hierarchy. This deters youngsters from taking up the occupation. Nowadays, children belonging to families of toddy tapirs are educated and prefer salaried jobs or moving abroad for better work prospects. Now we discuss scope and government policies in toddy tapping. In Goa, toddy tapping, the traditional practice of extracting sap from palm trees to make toddy, is governed by specific regulation and policies. The government has established guidelines to ensure the sustainable and responsible harvesting of toddy as well as to safeguard the welfare of toddy tapir. These policies generally encompass a range of areas including licensing, environmental conservation, labor rights and safety standards. Toddy tapir in Goa are typically required to obtain licenses or permits from relevant authorities to engage in their occupation. These regulations are put in place to monitor and manage the tapping activities, ensuring that the practice is carried out in a sustainable manner without causing harm to the palm trees or the surrounding environment. In addition to licensing, government policies also focus on the welfare of toddy tapirs. This includes provisions for fair compensation, access to basic amenities, healthcare benefits, and other social security measures. The government aims to protect the rights of toddy tapirs and improve their livelihoods through various support mechanisms. Furthermore, environmental sustainability is a key aspect of the government's policies related to toddy tapping. Measures are implemented to preserve the ecological balance and prevent any adverse impact on the palm trees and the biodiversity of the region. Safety standards for toddy tapirs are also addressed through appropriate regulation. This may involve guidelines for the use of safety equipment, procedure for climbing and accessing palm trees, as well as protocols for handling the collected toddy. Overall, the government's policies for toddy tapirs in Goa encompass licensing, welfare, environmental conservation, and safety standards, all aimed at ensuring the sustainable and responsible practice of toddy tapping while safeguarding the well-being of the tapirs and the natural ecosystem. Conclusion: toddy tapping is a full-time and arduous occupation. It demands a lot of energy and discipline. The continuous climbing of the coconut tree over the year has an adverse effect on the health and well-being of a toddy tapir. It weakens his knees and makes it difficult for him to continue the occupation after 50 years of age. Among the hazards involved, climbing the tree during the monsoon when moss grows on it is an extremely dangerous one. There are numerous cases where a toddy tapir has fallen from the tree and has either died or was crippled. During the Feni distillation process, several fatalities can occur, which could include life-threatening explosions if there is an error in the distillation process. Feni has several medicinal uses. It is used to treat cuts and bruises, flatulence, and fevers. Earlier, Feni was flavored and served at celebrations. Many young people who come from families of toddy tapirs hesitate to take up this occupation due to the perils associated with it. Thus, the toddy tapping occupation is on a decline in Goan society. These are the references.